lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is on my cool, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run for the first time now with James White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He was brought down at the...
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Pass dropped off here for James White, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Right there, 54, right there.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
49ers had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. That'll bring up 2nd down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
49er 1st down.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. 1st down, San Francisco.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Mostert. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Mostert. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On the play. 1st down, 49ers.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
At the 42-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Damiere Byrd, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run again. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He was 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big. Too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Running out of the Wildcat. Kyle Van Noy on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Patriots' 26-yard line.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, It may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught at the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Big play there for New England. 59 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
taken down at the 19.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there, 54.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
18 more yards there and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patriots.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
They'll set up a throw.
San Francisco.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Wayne Gallman is running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Wiggles free. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these...
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird, 83 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 21-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You don't know no better. Hey, check it. Smash. Stop rolling.
from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Watch safety 3. Watch safety 3.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. 3 bud. 3 bud. Hey, check Mike 21.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
43. Hey, let's get in that hole. 43 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. On the action, here's Newton. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go one more.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Damiere Byrd on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And he returns this to the 22.
James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Steps away to his left. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Brandon Ayuk. And it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. But they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers able to get this back to some measure of respectability. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. D. Ford able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith, 77 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
On the return, the Niners take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the 49ers
back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, a run with Mostert. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Patriots' 44-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Thomas on the return. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 9 now. being chased out left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
That's caught by Jackson. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short.
It's now 4th down.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
26-yard line.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunity.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Damiere Byrd, 26 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. And, of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
2nd and 14. Now it's the backup Newton. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. Then he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. And he completes it to Westbrook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, San Francisco.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. On first down, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Niners on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. The 40, 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patriots.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
Have some of this!
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And it'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go, defense.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
at their own 16-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
And 10 at the 16-yard line.
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Dre Greenlaw on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is White on the screen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Running out of the gun with White. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Check. Hey, watch it.
Garoppolo now, first down throw, sliding out of the pocket. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Set him back 5. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New England, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.